Hello bookworms! Today I'm here to do a video on delicious reads. So there are a lot of books that once you read them, like they just make you really hungry because they usually like describe food in them really well. For me, this usually works the best with desserts because I love dessert. I'm even wearing my donut earrings, my pie hole shirt, and my cupcake necklace in honor of this video. But this video is actually a paid promotion by Disney-Hyperion to celebrate the release of Kill All Happies. This book came out on May 2nd. It follows a group of kids on their graduation night, and they are planning this like completely epic party in order to say goodbye to each other and also to this restaurant called Happy's, which is like the hangout place where everyone goes, and they have this delicious pie called razzmatazz pie, but things end up getting out of hand. The party ends up being much bigger than they really anticipated for, and just like nothing goes according to plan, but it ends up being a really fun time, and they actually describe it as like Coachella with a side of razzmatazz pie. So I don't know about you, but pie sounds amazing. So this is the first book on my list. The next book that I have to talk about is the entire Harry Potter series, and spoiler alert for my next book haul because this one's gonna be in there. But Harry Potter has so many foods, and every time that I read it, I definitely want to just go and run out and grab like some chocolate frogs, some butterbeer. There's like entire recipe books that are just dedicated to replicating the food in Harry Potter. Bertie Bott's every flavor beans, lots of pumpkin stuff. Just like all of the feasts at Hogwarts and everything always make me so hungry, but like Dumbledore, it is the sweet stuff that really like gets me. And there are so many candles that are dedicated to all of the like sweet smelling foods in Harry Potter. So this one is definitely like probably the series that makes me the most hungry because the food from it is like the most accessible. Then I have Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson. The two main characters on the cover are eating ice cream cones, so that alone should tell you what it is that this book makes me hungry for. I love ice cream so much, especially in the summer. Like New York City has such great ice cream places, so it's so much fun to go around and like try the next new ice cream. I just love it. Like I just love eating ice cream. I love eating ice cream out of cones, and this like I feel like really captured like summer for me. Then if you take the jacket off on the inside, they're eating cones there too. And I just love it. I love the sprinkles. It makes me so happy. Next I have Always and Forever Lara Jean by Jenny Han. This is the book that I'm currently reading, and all three of the books in the series make me hungry because Lara Jean is like very big into baking, but specifically this last book because so far Lara Jean has spent like a good deal of the novel trying to find that perfect chocolate chip cookie. Like she's made so many batches of chocolate chip cookies because she just wants to have that perfect one where it's like crispy around the edges but then softer in the middle and flat. And as someone who enjoys baking and making chocolate chip cookies, I can totally relate to her struggle to find like the perfect recipe. So just hearing her talk about them constantly, like I think every chapter she's baked like at least one batch of chocolate chip cookies, and I'm just like, oh, I want them. Then I have The Upside of Unrequited by Becky Albertelli. This book talks about my favorite candy ever, and that is Cadbury mini eggs. I have loved them for so long, and my mom would just get me bags and bags and bags of them for Easter. Like I don't even ever want anything else. I just get like, there was one Easter where she got me like 11 bags of Cadbury mini eggs because everyone just knows that those are my favorite. And they also happen to be Reed's favorite in this book. So just hearing him talk about them, I was like, oh my god, I want more of them. I happened to be like finishing up my last bag for the season of them when I was reading this, and then I was really sad when I had to read the rest of the book and I couldn't have my own mini Cadbury eggs. And then also actually on top of that too, so Molly is like really into Pinterest and like being crafty, and there's one point in the book where she makes cookie dough that it's like eggless cookie dough so that everyone can eat it, and she puts them into like individual mason jars so that everyone can have their own, and to put like a scoop of ice cream on it, and it just sounds so good. The next book on my list is The Girl at Midnight by Melissa Gray. This is a fantasy novel, but part of it takes place in New York City, which is where I'm from, so I can like very much picture all of the food that was being mentioned. Some of my favorite things were La Durée for their macarons. There were like pork buns that were mentioned at dim sum, which are just amazing. She talked about burritos, and I'm pretty sure that she even mentioned Criff's Dogs, which is like this little place that has a speakeasy inside of it, but she just like mentioned so many different things that I could so perfectly picture, because I've eaten them before, that as I was eating, I was like, oh my god, yeah, I should go back to that place, or I should go back to that place. The last one that I have to show you is a manga series, and it is Komomo Confessori. This is a 5-volume manga series that follows a girl who, she was like really rich, and she had a personal chef, and that chef had a son when she was younger, and then some things happen and her family goes bankrupt, and she needs to get a job for herself and try to like make it on her own. She gets a job under the chef's son that she used to like know. And it's just really cute because they work at a bakery together in France, and the drawings of food are like out of this world, because not only are they describing amazing food, but they're also showing it to you. So it just makes you like even more hungry. So here's like an entire page that just has foods on it, and it explains to you like what they are, because a lot of them tend to be like fancier kinds of baked goods. But this whole series just makes me so hungry. So those are all of the books that I have to show you today. Thank you so much again, Disney-Hyperion, for sponsoring this, and please let me know any other delicious reads that you have come across while you've been reading. And I'll see you guys soon in a new one. Bye!